Hey, what is up, everybody? This is your boy Nowonshall with yet another Star Trek Fleet Command video. Today, we're going to take a look into the deep recesses of the game, which recently came out. I know a lot of us aren't going to see this for a long period of time, but I think it's cool to be able to actually see it as well. Just see it instead of actually it smashing you in the face right away and you dying from it. It's cool to see it ahead of time. But before we end the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification down below. And below that, don't forget to leave a comment. And don't forget, there are donation links listed down below. I do stream on Twitch if you want to check it out. And yeah, let's go take a look at these G6 ships. So let's go to my desktop view. Boom. Our first look is going to be at the USS Silky, which is the G6 level 61, Op 61 minor. And it says increases rate of gas, crystal, and ore by 200%. As you see up here, you have your Sigma resources now. And you see this level 61 ship. My boy Ken Cisco from server. I forgot what server I'm on, whatever. But he's in my alliance, which is cool. And he helped me out with this video. So we have the USS Silk, or just the Silky. I want to call it the USS Silky. So we're going to go down through the list of it. Get our base information. You can pause if you want to see it. And then you see the new stuff, ion storm resistance, asteroid field resistance. These are the new hazard systems that you need to build resistance up to through research. And you go, there's the information, its base warp is 889, so it's going to not even make it out to the first set of systems. I think the base warp is 1100. That's interesting. All right, here's the read up on the Silky. So legends tell the creature is capable of shedding. Oops. Let's go back for a second. Pause. It says legends tell you of a creature capable of shedding its skin and taking on other forms its pleasure. This ability is a gift transformation and fascinating humanoid since the first bipedals walked on land. It was these legends that inspired the creation of Silky, fitted with a universal interface system as well as revolutionary modular component framework. The Silky provides its crew with the unique ability to refit the vessel rapidly with great ease. But an hour of work in mining crew go from gathering gas and soul to mining crystal and chronos. But it doesn't really have to do with the new resources. Anyways, I'm not going to poke a hole in that one. All right, we have our next ship is going to be USS Akira, whatever you want to call it. 150 blueprints. It says increased storm resistance. So what we see here, it is going to have a base resistance to ion storm systems for the new hazard systems. And yeah, let's get this going. The USS is a Oh, we got there. Cool. The USS Akira is level 63 uncommon interceptor. And it is the Federation's, of course, and its readout is designed for a quick insertion and even faster escape. The Akira class is one of the Starfleet's most versatile and maneuverable vessels, ditching the usual saucer secondary hull nacelle design. The Akira resembles a early Annex class, an image as a simpler time. However, don't let the nostalgic design fool you. The vessel is more than capable of keeping up with any modern opponent in the brief tenure in Starfleet forward fleets. The Akira class has been staging a mount of combat, decisive battles such as Battle of Deep Space Nine, First Battle of Chintoka, and the final conflict of the Dominion War of the Battle of Kadashia. Let's see. What else did he pull up for me on this one? Then this base warp is 1152, which will reach you to the new systems. Give you your readouts. As you see, it has a base 15%. That'll go up over time for its ion storm resistance to those hazard systems. And then our next ship is going to be the Negvar, however you want to say it. Increased asteroid field resistance. So this is the uncommon battleship, I'm guessing? Battleship for Klingons. So as you see, it's asteroid resistance. Each one's going to have resistance to a certain field. And you see its base tech is 91 million. Its defense is 64 million. And its health is 874 million. And we go down the list on this stuff. You have all your base information there. And then we have our readout right about here. Oops, let's go back in a second. Let's go right here because it's a long readout, apparently. Come on, let's go down. The Negvar is the largest known vessel serving the Klingon Empire, a behemoth of titanium armored hulls and disruptor weapons. It has the honor of flying the flagship of the Empire fleets. The Negvar has seen its fair share of battles in its short existence. Commanded by the challenging, posing General Martok, the Negvar has led to the Klingon Empire's invasion of the Cardassian Union in the 23rd century. Shortly thereafter, She has also been in Deep Space Nine, where she has been able to breach the station shields long enough for the Klingon troops to transport aboard. It is no wonder that the Titan vessel was successfully in the combat. They're equipped with full array of weaponry, far more so than other ships. This may be due to the Negvar's enhanced EPS modules, allowing more efficient energy distribution to the ship's main weapons. Klingon's good at something besides battle. Sweet. All right. Our next ship is going to be the Minerva. It is the Explorer class for Romulan. I guess that one. Its base tag is 98. Its shield is 78. And its health is 817 million. Increased radiation resistance. So, like I predicted, it's radiation resistance. All right. He sped through that. Let's go back down a little bit. Let's go there. And let's get to, boom. As tensions continued along neutral zone border, the Romulan Ministry of Science was given unbelievable tasks to design new ships to ensure Romulan dominance in the coming conflict. The Senate has deemed maneuverability throughout the galaxy paramount in order to provide proper reconnaissance of the newly discovered space. The Minerva was the result of 3 years of ingenuity, iteration, and near limitless funding from the Star Empire, utilizing a revolutionary Sigma dilithium warp core. The sleek vessel travels at 99.5%. 99.5 warp. Wow, 9.9 warp. Whoa, I was like 99. Wow. Being the first mass deployed vessel to make a vulnerable resource, blah, 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 blah. We'll go through that. You guys read it. You guys speed through. You can stop there if you want. But 99 mil. And then their base warp we saw 3 uncommon ships so far. And our next set is going to be, all right, so it says, you can see the bottom of it, this official shakedown of the Minerva has proven invaluable for forward reconnaissance in deep space. When Romulan Star Empire rightfully conquered the mysterious frontier, it will be due to no small part of the Minerva. All right, next ship is going to be the USS Titan. Don't we already have the USS Titan? I just added it into it. Interesting. They added another one. So increased shield piercing for 1,000% for hostiles. Level 66 rare ship for the Federation. That's 18 tiers. And you got all this base information. Does it have resistance right off the bat? Nope, it doesn't. And its base warp is, we'll go back a second, 1,336. And our write-up is, God, they actually had a field day with the write-ups on these things. Helmed by the U.S. The iconic Commander Riker. Oh, the Titan is, yeah, okay, never mind. The USS Titan has the great distinction of serving the USS Enterprise starship or space spear tip vessel of the years following the Shinzon crisis. Though obscenity of the time, peace of the Federation, this period of galactic history had a fair share of threats in which the Titan and legendary crew were more than prepared to meet. This mighty vessel lives on by up to its name. It is equipped with the finest titanium hull plating Federation has access to, and boasts full complement of phaser banks and photon torpedoes, combined with its unique nacelle shielding system, its upgraded weapons, and battle-hardened crew. It's no surprise the Titan has proven itself as a true juggernaut of the battlefield. All right. Then we have the rare, the Koskari. My Klingon accent's pretty bad. Red probably got this down pretty good. So we're going to scroll down. We're going to scroll. Just keep scrolling, keep going. No resistance as you see. Space warp split 1,000, blah, blah, blah. And our write-up is going to be another page. Scopely, your writers have really, really went far on this one, man. Like, they went nuts. While other vessels, let's go back. Come on. While other vessels of its own unique design, endless iterations, and fastidious research, the ingenuity of Koskari is unique that its interesting design came from about an accident. During the Battle of Kasu, the Sealess Force bombarded a Klingon Imperial fleet. As a Bortis vessel called the Cortho attempted to break the enemy lines in order to rescue the trapped sister vessel, exit. During the battle, borders trapped vessel. The risky maneuver resulted in the Carstairs losing its majority of its hull after the bulk of the neck of leaving it as thin, jagged, needle-supporting bridge. In the midst of the battle, with no resource to spare, the crew managed to secure remains of the ship's neck with the lithium pylons. It's certainly not a pretty sight, but it's sufficient to keep the vessel together and its return to Kronos. Oddly enough, the captain of the ship was rather proud of the reputation gathered of the incident. I don't know what those buttons are. And proud of the incident, imagine protruding spikes gave the starship a silhouette in Rhine-crested? Yeah, Rhine-crested the vessel Kaskari after the wrath-like eels, proud blood rivers of the Fekari, and devoted his ship to the crew to rescue the transport. Jesus, Scopely's just giving us mouthfuls today when it comes to reading this stuff out. Our next ship is going to be the Velox. Velox is kind of cool. Increased base armor piercing by 1,000% hostile. So that's like unilateral. I do love the design of Romulan ships. They do seem really like awesome. Like they really seem awesome. All right, we're going to do our scroll down. We got our base information if you want to take a look at it. But let's keep going. And it says, the skirmishes on the border of the Klingon neutral zone became more and more common. The Romulan Empire fleet found themselves increasingly at the mercy of the Klingon war parties as long range as well as crew. The Augur was more than capable of holding its own against the Klingon hoarders. But in the short range dogfights preferred by the Imperial fleet, the Romulans found themselves increasing the mercy of the Klingon war parties. As long-range vessel crew to Augur, short-range Imperial fleet, the Romulans found themselves at a disadvantage. Klingon D4s were too fast and nimble, easily flanking the slower Romulan battleship and hitting them with their weakest points, and was unacceptable. To combat this threat, the Romulan Senate instructed esteemed physicists and engineers, the Tuvan Thin, to design the new vessel that could outperform the D4 in short-range combat. Tuvan was given the 3 weeks it was enough. Utilizing the rare Sigma titanium, Tuvan developed the vessel capable of maneuvering at near light speed. The Velox triple reinforced Sigma titanium hull plating immediately flexing with a thermal protections capable of withstanding 6,000 degrees Kelvin. This allowed it to take a kind of high-risk, high maneuverability engagement which Romulan forces had never truly excelled in. Its weaponry was also expressly designed with Klingon vessels in mind. The Velox is armed with a bank of 23 disruptor banks and 12 photon torpedo tubes, and enough to overpower similar nimble vessels. The Velox is perfect microcosm of the Romulan spirit. We will stand dominant no matter what the cost of or challenge. All right, let's go to the next one. And then we're going to look at the USS New Range. I don't think I'm going to read this one because I want to finish off the battleships or the ships. You guys can read this one if you want. My voice is starting to feel hoarse from this read, and you're probably more annoyed with me screwing up most of it as I spoke. So base information, no resistance right off the bat. And then we have the USS New Range. This is a basic one. Let's go on to the next one. We have another miner, which is increased mining speed by 700%. These are level 68 miners, as you guys see right here. And whoever gets these 68 miners is going to be spending a lot of money to get there, because it seems like it's going to be a long journey for a lot of these people, because max level I've seen is, level 61 so far. I haven't seen a 62 yet, but it's a matter of time. See, another one, at least these guys didn't give it a big overly explanation thing for the new ships. Then we have the Divinity, Divite, mining by 700%. So these ships are meant to be mining that new Sigma resource and your new base resources, your G4, G5, G3. If you go down to that low, I'm not sure if they have G6 resources. They probably do. I haven't seen any build logs on them yet. Divinity, see another long one. I'm not going to read. I'll let you guys do that reading. You can pause the video and look at that. Now the US Enterprise E, which I'm going to read. Increased damage by 2180 while morale is active. That seems like the Enterprise A, I think, if I remember right. And it's our level 70 epic ship for the Federation. Of course, it's going to be an Explorer, because if Scopely made it something else, then it'd be dumb. 3.5 billion for this ship. Holy hot saucer. Oh, Jesus Christ. Scopely, come on. Why do we have to have these mouthfuls? Come on, let's go back just a little bit. Some of the ships, there are some of their parts. Some ships carry with them as a legacy and lineage extends the stars beyond. Throughout the history of humanity's journey through the stars, there have been a handful of vessels that received such status. Of all of these, Enterprise E was possibly the greatest. The pinnacle of Starfleet design, the Sovereign class Enterprise E was drafted into service shortly before the Dominion War and was to serve just like its predecessors as the flagship of the Federation fleet. Many iconic crews would return to serve aboard Enterprise E. Worf, the only exception to only the Kronos, served the Federation. The Ambassador Starfleet has spared no cost of upgrading the flagship from the already impressive previous iteration. Enterprise E came equipped with 4 additional phaser arrays and 5 additional photon torpedo tubes. The duration of firepower would prove vital in the coming trials as Enterprise E carried into its new crew into the most challenging adventures yet. Aboard the mighty vessel, Picard, the crew faced down the Borg Queen, stopped machinist of the nefarious Starfleet admiral, and defended the powerful and vengeful Shinzon. And now we have our next one is going to be, what's going to be our next one is going to be, almost like D4. The Crenshaw, increased mana versus hull against opponent's hull when hull bridge. Oof, that's gnarly. Once that shield goes down, it's going to be hitting hard. So the Crenshaw, however you want to say that. So we go down, named a particularly deadly reptilian race of the Klingon homeworld. The Crenshaw would live up to its namesake reputation. Designed at height of the Dominion War, the Crenshaw was the Klingon Empire response to Jem'Hadar warships. The Empire's D4 Bortus class vessels made the bulk of their fleet, but they lacked the necessary combination of firepower and maneuverability that the Jem'Hadar forces boast. The Empire needed the counter. The Crenshaw was designed with this in mind: fast, nimble. All right, yeah, you can read it. I'm done. I can't read all that. Like, it's too late. Jesus Christ! Like Scopely. Know how to write. The scimitars could be one of my favorite. Increased weapon damage against opponents while burning. This thing is gnarly. This thing reminds me of like a Dominion ship. This does not remind me of a Romulan ship at all. This looks like it's Dominion or anything else. Warps 1000, Jesus. Built a secret, the ultimate weapon in the madman's plot to revenge his scimitar, was designed in the machine of war, remain vengeance beyond the galaxy before. The monster of the vessel is designed the goal to destroy the Romulan Senate and end the tensions, peace between the Romulan Empire and Federation. This was no easy task. The scimitar was then up to the challenge, using the latest Romulan. Come on, Ken. Using the latest Romulan cloak technology, scimitar cloaking functionality was Q to Joy of the Force perfect. It emitted no tachyons and left no residue anti-protons. The scimitar was a ghost, a particular destruction led by the Shinzon in the bid to avenge the remains of the Romulan Solar Senate. However, the scimitar did not need to rely solely upon the stealth capabilities. It was more than capable of dealing death to even more the mightiest of vessels, with the impressive weapon array, 52 disruptor banks, and 27 photon torpedo tubes, roughly 5 times the armor of any single ship. Under the control of keen mind, scimitar can be more than a warship. That is all our G6 ships that we can see for now. Like, that is a lot of ships we can see. Some of you guys in the 60s are going to be seeing these, but us peons in the low 50s, low other ones, at least we have a chance to see it. All right, guys, I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. And don't forget, there are donation links down below, PayPal, Cashapp, and Venmo if you want to help out. And don't forget, I stream on Twitch. All right, guys, it is Nowonshall signing out. Peace out. Have a wonderful day.